Hello and welcome to the trade setup. In this video we are looking at super microcomputer. It is time for another update, and on this chart we have been tracking this idea of an impulse to the upside, where here we have a single wave 1 labeled, but really it would need to be a series of 1-2 setups for it to actually make sense as an impulse. And then we would have here another 1-2 setup, another 1-2 setup here, a larger third wave to the upside, and now we would be in the fourth wave to the downside. Now, technically, it is possible within this count and other counts that this fourth wave to the downside is already complete, and that we could be in the fifth wave to the upside. Now, this isn't necessarily my most preferred scenario, especially because the structure that we have formed so far to the upside is only in 3 waves. But yeah, let's discuss about this structure within the wave 4 in the larger scale. So firstly, we have, as I mentioned, the possibility that we already bottomed here within the wave 4, and then this would be the beginning of the fifth wave to the upside. Then we also have the orange scenario, in which we have an A wave down, a B wave up, and now we could be in a C wave to the downside. Now this could be an ABC pattern, a simple zigzag. It could be also a WXY correction. It doesn't matter the exact label right now, but what we do want to mention is that while it is possible for this to be the B wave top, technically it is still possible within the green interpretation that is depicted here on the chart that we could still extend within this B wave, and we even have a resistance area that we can draw here for such a wave B, and it would go as high as the $80.7 level. Now, if we manage to break above the 78.6% retracement here, then the possibility of a bottom being in place in this area will increase. It won't be a confirmation. We will really need to have a more reliable structure for that, and at this point on this chart it is actually quite difficult to find a reliable structure without really forming another low here in this fourth wave. And yeah, for now we will have to explore that possibility and keep an eye out for the possibility in green that we could basically reset this B wave top. But as long as we stay below this dotted line, dashed line in orange at the $66 area, we will assume that the B wave topped here. Then in this smaller time frame, we have within the wave C a possible wave 1 down, and then we would have a wave 2 to the upside. And then internally within this possible third wave to the downside, we could have another wave 1 down, and right now it could also be possible that we topped here within the wave 2. But this is actually where I want to add some updates in this video, because in the previous video I was exploring the idea that we had here a correction in the A wave, then a B wave down here, and then we could have been looking at a larger C wave to the upside. That I had an ideal target for it. I removed it, but it doesn't matter anymore because it didn't play out. And in the previous video I provided you this support zone for a more direct approach, a more direct continuation in the third wave to the upside to build here a smaller wave 3. And we failed to hold that support zone, and clearly it was quite detrimental, since after that we managed to get back above it, but it failed again, and ultimately we fell a lot lower within this structure. Now technically it could be over. I could see here a complete correction within the wave 2, but I'm not so quick to judge this area, and instead I actually want to explore the possibility that this could actually be still within the A wave, what has formed here to the upside so far. And realistically we need to break some support levels for a confirmation that we actually topped here within this wave 2. And such levels in this case, with the latest top, for such levels we can look at around the area between the $44.9 all the way down to the $41.4 level at the 78.6% retracement. Now as long as we stay above this level, I am still open to pushing higher within this correction, either in the wave B in green or the wave 2 in orange. And then after this is complete, we will expect a continuation to the downside that could be either in some sort of a third wave. The entire count is a bit more complex than this, but yeah, this is a simplified version to track and yeah, basically keep it more simple and more understandable for everyone, because realistically we are looking for another 5-wave move to the downside. Now the exact structure in which this develops is not very relevant at the moment, and yeah, in this case I am looking to push higher possibly, but actually I would like to change this to the green scenario, because in the orange scenario we rather focus on the downside interpretation. And maybe let's use actually the blue, because yeah, I just thought about the fact that realistically this ABC structure could be applied to both the orange and the green scenario for the moment being. And yeah, once this correction is complete, I will be looking for again a 5-wave move to the downside that could result in a completion of the wave B in green, or it could result in a breakdown where we would be heading much lower within the orange scenario. And now what else I can give you is an assumption, or rather a target, based on the assumption that we bottomed here in this wave B in blue, and that would be for the wave C to the upside, and the ideal target in such a case would be the $54 level. Now it is hard to determine the exact probabilities, but maybe an entry around this lower boundary of the area of support might not be the worst case scenario, because we all have a significant amount of structural support here in the relatively short time frame, and who knows, even if we don't manage to create a C wave to the upside, if we fall all the way down here, at least a bounce has a decent likelihood of working out. But keep in mind, this is a very short time frame trade anyway, and it would be a pretty high risk. So even if it goes down there, you might want to consider maybe entering such a position on the off chance that, who knows, maybe somehow this B wave has completed, although it does have a 5-wave move structure. So yeah, the probabilities rather suggest another low even within the green scenario. So for now, yeah, this blue trade setup is a bit more risky, but for those of you who are interested, I wanted to put that out there. And yeah, for now, these are the levels. This is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what else you want me to cover, and I'll do my best to do that in the days and weeks ahead. And until then, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.